if we're all the way, are you filming now?
Okay, we are filming now.
Are you filming?
Right here from the beautiful Ajijic, Jalisco, Mexico. And we're in the plaza at the Black and White Coffee Shop. It's raining. It's unusual that it's raining, but we're under this umbrella here, and we're having coffee. And this is a gentleman. He came from Europe, and he's one of the subscribers to this channel. And he's staying about near Guadalajara in that area.
Yes.
And he came down to Ajijic.
Yes.
And he says he wanted to meet me.
Yeah.
But
anyway, I came all the way from Finland to meet Chris here. I'm a big subscriber. Anyway, so yeah, Ajijic seemed to be a very nice place. And hey, what can I say? It's a very interesting place. Sure, different than Guadalajara and some of the other cities. But yeah, I enjoy it here. And of course, I enjoy being here and, you know, meeting my friend here and all that. So it's all good. But also, as you probably can see, maybe many viewers don't know this or that, but I'm a big fan of Juan Gabriel. So that's
yeah, let's look at that shirt there.
Yeah, the shirt there.
And the mask.
Even the
look
mask.
at this.
You see, look at the mask. I even had this one made here in Mexico in memory of Juan Gabriel. I could even sing, you know, like Amor Eterno. Okay, that's another story then. But anyway, I'm glad to be here. I'm glad that I met Chris here and so on. So, wow, even now,
the sun is coming out.
All
now.
you folks here, I mean, hey, think about coming down to Mexico. Beautiful people, beautiful, good prices, good food, music, dance, everything. Yeah, I like it here very much.
Yes,
So-
and you come down about 6 months a year. You travel because you have a place in Europe.
Yes, I mean, actually I'm Finland. Doesn't have to be, you know, Europe, but in Finland, yes. So I have my place there. I lived in California actually for 40 years, and then 3 years ago I retired. I moved back to Finland. So I spend the summers there, winters now here in Mexico. And who knows, maybe I get stuck here in Mexico. Maybe I find a señorita here, I don't know. I'm not looking, but you never know. But anyway, it's all muy bueno.
And he speaks some Spanish too.
No, a little bit, you know.
And he's a big Juan Gabriel
Yeah,
fan.
yes,
Oh
yeah.
my God! So he was just sharing that with the wait staff here because
The thing what's my famous phrase is, of course, like I'm going to say it in Spanish here now. Me gusta comprar uno lingua taco, uno cerveza, uno tequila, por favor. Oh yes, oh yeah, gracias, you know. But anyways, so that's a little bit Spanish for you now here, folks.
okay, I guess that's what some people need to know. You know, where are you going to find it? You know what my saying is, if the first word you want to learn in Spanish, when you get off the plane in Mexico, the first word you want to learn is baño.
Baño?
Yeah, you want to know where the bathroom
are,
is.
yeah,
Where the bathroom is.
The baños.
Yeah, because you're gonna might want to use the bathroom. When
But
you
here
the
I
airport.
noticed I seen the baños just like in Europe, you know, of course we don't have this in the States. They call it WC, the WC, WC.
Okay.
I seen that on the, I don't know if you have seen it, but I observed that because in Mexico they have a lot, the so-called, beside the metric system, you know, but a lot kind of like European kind of influence, you know. But I was kind of, I mean, you never see WC like the WC in the baños or the restrooms in the States, you know. But here I have seen it, you know, like WC. And of course, when I've been now in Scandinavia or Finland, I recognize it right away, you know. So, but anyway, so, but, so yeah, it's all good.
Okay.
But yeah, the baño for sure, you know.
Okay.
And then of course also, I mean, the food, you know, I mean, the good comidas and, you know, or, you know,
Temperatura, the temperatures here, we were just talking about.
oh, the temperature, I mean, the sun now, it's good that it rains a little bit because you see, then it kind of cleans up the streets and the sidewalks. And of course, the vegetation, you know, the flowers and trees, you know, they need water. But then when the sun comes up, it's kind of a little bit reminds me of Hawaii. You know, during my time in California, I went quite a bit to Hawaii, you know, like a lot of Californians do, that may not come down to Mexico. So I went to Hawaii, I've been to all the islands there, I even went to Hawaii for my 50th, you know, Hawaii being the 50th state, and blah, blah, blah. And of course, Hawaii with that Elvis thing also was kind of like at the time to me, I need to go see, of course, all the islands and blah, blah, blah. But in Hawaii also, it was kind of like, it rained, all of a sudden the sun came out and it was just kind of like, I mean, wow, warm and nice, you know, and all that. But you see, like they say now in Spanish, no mas Hawaii for me. That time is over.
In
Now
California, how long were you in California?
40 years.
40 years
Yeah.
in California.
I moved over to California back in 1979, 22 years young. And 3 years ago, when I turned in 62, I retired. And then I told myself, like, okay, no more California for me now either. Yeah, I'm happy to get my pension, you know, of course, to California. But to live there, I seen the good old days in California in the early 80s, okay? But not anymore now. Too expensive, too crowded, not as friendly, as open anymore, as like that. But I had the choice to make a choice, and I moved like many Americans do. So I'm happy for that. And
Yeah, and we were just talking about his home up in Finland, or over in Finland.
Yeah.
And he was telling me about he gets out the is it a John Deere tractor, or is it a...
oh yeah, no, I mentioned to, I mentioned to of course,
Chris.
I mentioned about that, like my place there, and I actually had bought this so-called garden tractor, a bigger garden tractor in California, a Craftsman, okay, not just a mower tractor, but a little bit bigger, a Craftsman from Sears and blah blah blah. No, I shipped that one. With my moving goods, I shipped that one over to Finland now. And I have some property there also, my grasses. So like I told Chris here, in the summertime when I'm out riding my mower tractor there, it's kind of like at the time I used to fly out to Nashville and, you know, around there, Gallatin and all that. And I saw these people there in Tennessee, you know, riding all these tractors, you know, who has the biggest one, or, you know, what brand or blah, blah. Let's say somebody had a John Deere, and then the neighbor bought like a Kubota or whatever. And then the neighbor, no, hey honey, we need to buy a Kubota also, you know. And they go trade in that John Deere because I experienced it, okay? And that's where it comes in. And I'm kind of sad, I have to say this. When they talked about keeping up with the Joneses, you know, that phrase, as they say in America. I remember the time when I first came to America, and of course to California at the time, and they talked about the phrase, they're keeping up with the Joneses. And of course at the time I did not know it. But of course now I know it. So, but anyways, it's kind of like a little bit of that I see also in Finland. I see the neighbors there. And of course, I'm the one with the biggest tractor there because I brought, I brought my Craftsman, you know. You can't even buy a big tractor like I have in Finland, you know, but you can buy a little bit like, either the 15 horse or the 20 horse, you know, Husqvarna or whatever they call them over there. I'm the only one with an American tractor, a bigger one, the Craftsman.
And over here, you don't have to, down here in Mexico, you don't have to keep up with the Joneses.
Yeah, no.
In Finland either, right?
Yeah.
Not in Finland.
No,
either.
not so much in Finland, but there's a little bit there also, I noticed, because again, though, you know, some of them, they you know, typically, if it's a good car, they drive, you know, like a Toyota or a Honda.
But over here, you don't have to do that. You can just get a little car to scoot around. And
but even in Finland, just of course, like how it's in the States, some who drives like a newer Mercedes or BMW, I mean, they sure show up a little bit and they dress a little bit and blah blah. So it exists, you know, in Scandinavia or Europe also, but not as much though as it would be in the US, you know. So But again, though, it has maybe to do something with the socialism that's existing in,
Okay.
you know. But
Now-
anyways, so
No, but it's a pleasure. We've been sitting down here talking,
Yeah,
and we just having a great time. I
Yeah.
met him here yesterday, and he's been a subscriber for a while, and he,
yeah,
you know,
for many
he-
months.
many months.
I
So
think since like last August or September or
yeah,
something.
maybe before I came to Mexico.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was still
before.
in Finland when I, discovered you, and I thought like, and I must say this though, I'm gonna keep it very nice, yeah, like, Chris, okay. I like your channel because I sense this, that you're so upfront and you're honest and you're showing the Mexico what it is.
Yeah, I cover from
Yeah.
Chapala
Yeah.
and all the way to here, IE, San Antonio,
I even
Rebecca.
followed you when you went to Guadalajara with the bus and all that. It
Oh,
was good
yeah.
information actually. I mean, for me it was, because you know how you take the bus and all that, and of course you showed there about how nice the buses are, and I think you also talked about the price or something like that. But
Yeah, it's a centa.
but
60,
anyway,
60
so
pesos, yeah.
a few YouTubers that I have watched, I don't really like it, but I like your style and.
Okay, yeah, I try to do a lot of walking too, and I walk at night.
Yeah.
I do nighttime some ones, so I'm a little bit unique in that sense,
Yeah.
and that I cover
I mean,
a lot
to
of
me you are.
territory.
I mean, to me you are, and I mean, just the everyday for what's out here, and to me, I appreciate that. So
Okay,
Whatever.
okay, we're gonna tie this up. We're getting
Okay.
so I can,
Yeah.
and I'm just happy to met this gentleman, and once again, show us your Juan Gabriel.
I mean, okay.
He's
Here
a
it is,
he's I
And
think
of course
he's
I
I
have to
think
put
he's
the
half
Mexican
Mexican.
cap on also.
Look at his cap too. I think he's half Mexican.
I mean, maybe half, but yeah, I have heard some people telling me this, that, and hey, wow, you're more Mexican than some other Mexicans. But anyways, so they, we all are into whatever our own things and all that. But I told myself I can't put on anything Finnish now, even the US. I have to put on some Mexican shirt and all that now, big in Mexico.
You
So
love
it-
Mexico. Viva
yeah.
Mexico.
So here now I had this one made up here,
Juan Gabriel.
in memory of Juan Gabriel.
Okay. He even pronounces it better than me.
Muchos besos and mucho amor.
Okay, with that we'll close. Adios, amigos.
Yeah, okay, bye-bye. Okay.